Hey guys, this video is purely for expats and foreigners living in Thailand that are into their cars and whatnot. So I'm just going to make a quick video. If you're getting your car tuned or visiting a rolling road in Thailand, what to expect and some information, I guess. So today I'm at Western Dyno Jet 346. I've been here, I've used the dyno myself, I've used tuners here, whatnot. So just, one thing to point, just expect, most of the dynos aren't actually owned by the tuners themselves. Most of the tuners seem to be freelance here. So there's a few things that come with that happening. One, you pay the dyno per hour, wherever the rate is. I can't remember them all off the top of my head. Two-wheel drive is cheaper than four-wheel drive. If I remember right, two-wheel drive is maybe 1,500 to 2,500 roughly per hour for just renting the dyno, not tuning. All-wheel drive, I want to say it's about 4,000 baht per hour. Some might be higher, some might be lower, depending on the brand of dyno, the cost, the facility, etc. So you've got that per hour. So you have to remember, if you're getting your car tuned here, please make sure it arrives in a fit state, because as soon as it gets bolted onto that dyno with the tuner, a clock starts, and that's recording your time on the dyno. So good advice is to make sure your car's in fit purpose. Tuners aren't here to be your mechanic and fix all your issues unless it's tuning related issue or a sensor issue. You know, they're going to find problems potentially, but don't expect them just to hands-on fix all the issues. It'll depend on what the issue is. So I just point out. So then you got that per hour. Let's say you're going to be around 4 hours, so you're going to be talking 20,000 baht probably on rental. The tuners, it will range from roughly 6,000 baht all the way up to a lot of money, but let's just say 6 to 12 will be your average. There may be some more that are higher, and probably depends on the ECUs. I'm talking about standalone ECUs like your HKSF Con, your Lynx, your Maxes. Motec might be a bit more because it's Motec. M-Tron, same. M-Tron tuners might be a bit more. But all your standalone ECUs are going to be about that price. I'm not including flash services and boot mods, and that's a total different ball game from what I know or do. But I'll just take you around. What you expect to see here is I'll flip around. Normally you'll find a bunch of project cars, and it's always interesting. I'll take a little look around then. I'm just going to quickly check nobody's in the dyno. If they are, I'm going to film from the outside. I don't think anybody is. No, somebody's in the dyno. Drift car, LS drift car, so I'm not going to go in and disturb them. Sorry, the glass is up, but this dyno has a dyno jet. I think it's sort of the older ones, so it's one of the inertia based ones, but you'll find dyno jet is the main one here. Some have eddy current, some don't, and then the other one will be mainline. There's a mainline here. They do actually have a pro hub here, but it's moved. I don't know where it is. They do have a two-wheel drive mainline pro hub here, but since the dyno's busy, I'm not going to disturb them. I'm just going to have a little walk around the project cars. So I got RX-8 that's sitting here, probably waiting to get tuned. Evo, I think it gets built and taken care of by Pinoy Races and PT Maxtron. I think it's Garage My Home run it. It is a beautiful R32 here. You can see, which is on stock throttle bodies, stock airbox, JDM mods. They try to keep it like that. Next to a Mini. The variety is crazier. Then you got 180 SX. The tuner that's based here, Honda, wide body RX-7, Corolla some kind, either, I don't know what that is, an old Beamer there anyway, it's maybe an old Mitsubishi or Celica, I think it's a Celica, old AMG Merc, AMG Estate, Track Evo, built by Noy again, it's not been out on the track for a while. Torino, little Mini Cooper, Jazzes are popular, Hyundai or a Vios or something. We'll go over here. Some more interesting stuff over here. Evo, it's the actual guy who owns the dyno shop's Evo. It's been sitting here as long as I can remember, but it's a big spec AMS. I think it's got a dog box, and I did have a sequential shifter in it. It's not anymore, but sitting on endless brakes. B-Series Turbo Integra. Again, it's sat here a long time. I don't know what happened. It's 2000, probably get copyrighted, the music. We got a 180 SX. And then over here's my friend's Evo. That we supplied a link ECU to, and it got tuned here. So there's another foreigner that owns this as well. It's got a little issue. We're trying to get to the bottom of it, see how it goes. I'm probably going to have to voice over this because there's music and I'll get copyrighted, but here's our long nose dragster, which will be RB powered. I don't know if it's going to be billet or whatever, but basically the last souped up this shatter crank clean out the bottom of the block, so you can see the size of the turbo there, and air shifted gearboxes. But I don't know what they plan on doing now. Just to say, this dyno actually is good because a lot of the time they don't have it. This is also called the injector shop, not just Western Dyno, and they actually have injector cleaning here. So most of the cars that get dynoed will make sure that injectors are in a clean bill of health. And they got a nice waiting room here, and then they got, as you see, they're a Bosch dealer as well, all Bosch manufacturer, and that's actually the boss sitting on the chair there, but they test all the injectors and stuff in there. Well, this is in a dyno room. Since I got in now, I'll add it to the video, even though it's at the side. This is a big mainline fan, and they've also got two little fans there. Dynojet inertial on this one, big extractor fan. Nice big room. Part came off, just made 850. This car. But this is inside the dyno room. I was away to say, a lot of dynos, you know, in the UK or in America, you can book appointments and you know it's normally there, but unfortunately here in Thailand, it always sometimes becomes like you end up waiting, so you might have to wait for a car to get off. So don't expect, you know, oh, you think you're going to be in the dyno this time and it'll be done and finished. It can sometimes take a bit of time. You can be here a while if there's a queue or there's problems with cars in the dyno, so that's just something to expect. So if you don't have time and patience, you know, probably leave the car with the tuner of choice or whoever and go away. But if you want to stick around, but be prepared. You might have a bit of a wait depending on the dyno. Well guys, somebody in the dyno, so I'm not going to interrupt their session anyway. But I guess if you want, you know, you can drop a message below. Reach me on usual Facebook, you know, if you're in Thailand and you've got things on a link predominantly. I will tune other ECUs, you can hit me up. I won't tune F-Cons, they're just too old, out of date. Not interested one bit. But I'll do F-Cons. Wiring will be coming soon. I didn't touch on wiring, so wiring can range from anything from 20,000 up, depending on how crazy it is. But 20,000 is the lower end, so expect to pay between 20 and 40,000, depending on how many sensors, what car's getting wired. It's highly recommended if you've got an older car, do a new engine loom at least, because all these cars are old and tired. And the one plus side about this road is there's a very big test road there. I'm the wrong way round. But we can test power and HP on this motorbike. Peace out, catch you later.